Hey yo, what's going on, my beautiful people? Happy Sunday to those of you listening on Spotify. Happy whatever day it is, but welcome to the weekly comic wrap up, episode 89. That's right, we're getting super close to 100. I was away. It's been 2 weeks, 2 weeks since I've seen you guys. A lot has happened, and I apologize for being slightly late, but yo, the Habs are playing. The Habs are playing. There's a lot going on the hockey side of things, but welcome back, guys. Lots to talk about. Before we get into all the fun stuff, I do have to touch on something a little bit sensitive. I don't know if you guys heard what happened up here in Canada, out in Vancouver, but the Filipino festival, somebody drove an SUV through the festival. So I really want to say thoughts and prayers to everybody who was affected or impacted by that, because unfortunately there's 11 fatalities and it's crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Be careful out there, man. You never know what's gonna happen. So always stay alert. But let's get into some other fun stuff, because I promised you guys there would be a guest who's going to be joining this month. And of course, it's going to be Love for Comics. And what is he doing, guys? He is hooking up the entire chat, because we announced that we're going to be doing the giveaway for a CGC 9.9 of Transformers 13. I don't even own a 9.9, and here we are giving one away. So congratulations to whoever wins this one throughout the show. But he surprised us all with an additional giveaway. You all saw these hot packs taking place over on Whatnot. Now, Love for Comics is going to be live ripping one of these packs exactly like he did with the Bryce packs, and he's going to give away one book to each lucky winner. So there's 3 books in there. That means 3 winners are going to be announced tonight for the Daredevil Whatnot packs, and there's pretty nice ones in there, man. I'll show you guys what's available within these packs. Some of these even signed by Vincent D'Onofrio himself. Could you imagine that, getting a book signed by the Kingpin? Yo, if he pulls that, I don't know, man. But not only that, like I said, we're also giving away the Transformers CGC 99. This variant with Megatron is absolutely insane. Love this. Look at his face. So cool. But all right, enough with keeping the guy backstage, the man of the hour, donating all this awesomeness to the show tonight. Love for Comics. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. Like I said, yo, I was in the middle of getting ready for the show, and then we had the hockey game playing. You know, it's hockey 24/7 right now. It's playoffs.
Hockey,
Canadian.
You had wrestling last week.
Yes, WrestleMania was absolutely amazing. Did you watch it?
No.
Stop. You missed out, man. You missed out.
I was too busy with other stuff.
No kidding. You are always busy. Every time we are talking, even just now backstage, you were telling me that you have so many orders going out via like eBay, whatnot, whatever. Look at all the boxes behind you.
Every time I turn around, there's an order coming in.
Jeez, man. How many slabs did you say you just got back?
Last week I got 125. On Friday I got 10, and today I got 15 from CGC.
Jeez, man. So there you go, you're keeping busy for sure, man.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man, like I said, WrestleMania. I missed the chat. So chat, I see you guys all here. But yes, there was also Easter. I know we spoke WrestleMania, but there was Easter. So happy late Easter to all of you.
Easter. Oh, look, I got my bunny.
There you go. You're wearing your bunny. What is this?
Psycho Bunny, a week late.
There you go. But yeah, man, so happy late Easter to everybody. But there's a lot to discuss tonight, because Lefteros has sent over the FOC selections of the week, and let me tell you, it is a huge list. You and I were talking backstage before going live, and like, I think Lefteros at one point just tapped out. Like, he told me straight up, he's like, yo, this is a monstrous list this week.
You're gonna have to start your show an hour earlier.
Yeah, just for this week, man. Yo, my buddy Steve's in the house. That's my ex-guitarist, but still a best friend of mine. What's up, babe boy? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, man. So the FOC list is huge. With that being said, I think it's about time we just dive right into it, brother. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Vamos. All right, guys, it's the FOC selections of the week for April 28th. Now, like I said, these picks were sent over by Lefteros. If you guys are not already following Lefteros, please do so. Go check him out over on Instagram at Lefteros, always dropping some amazing information. And of course, you can check out some of his articles written over on Covrprice's website. So, if you like any of these books that we're going to talk about tonight, well, and you live in the United States, you can go visit comicnation.us. They give you 15% off of the FOC cover price, but you can get an additional 5% off by using discount code Black Crown. So that'll give you 20% off. And Canada, yes, the homeland for me. If you're here, you can check out comiclegion.ca. They give you 20% off already on cover price, but get yourself an additional 5% off if it's your first order by using discount code ENLIST. Love, you're ready. Let's get into the first book on the list. First one up, we got Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, issue number 2. Here's the main cover. Second issue of the miniseries about Matt Murdock in the future. Very much like Old Man Logan, not Old Man Hogan. We don't want to talk about Hulk Hogan, but the WrestleMania stuff is still hitting me, bro. But yeah, man, Old Man Logan style. But dude, Charles Soule, dude, the first issue was absolutely amazing. I loved it. But one thing I will say, yes, here you have the main cover, but check out this amazing 1-100 incentive, probably a contender for cover of the year because it is a auto fire cover, bro.
Hell yeah, it's an awesome cover, man. As soon as I saw it, I was like, what? I gotta get my hands on this one.
Yeah, it's available obviously in a regular trade as well.
And Charles Soule is gonna be at Dallas Fan Expo next month, so you may want to get this signed.
Are you going?
No, but I'm getting the Besh and Soule signatures on the Besh book on number 1. Yeah, Rose Besh had a cover on number 1, Daredevil 1. I think it was the B cover, so I'm getting that double signed and signature series witnessed.
Yeah, good for dude. That you got to take advantage of that, man, for sure. Get that 100%. Shit signed.
Yeah, no, but I would love this one right here. Look at this cover, man.
Yeah,
it's fire.
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely literally. I see the pun that you did there, but yeah, man. You know what's funny about the issue 1 is it already started to get a little bit of a spike. You know, it's selling a little more over cover price. Nothing too crazy, but guys, I always say if a book is doing well and you see some volume on the secondary market, even if it's slightly over cover price, it's doing well. It's doing well. But yeah, man, I think we have an amazing story on our hands here with Daredevil Cold Day in Hell number 2. Love me this Del Lotto. I'm totally picking it up. But up next, guys, Venom Original Sin number 1. This is the main cover. First appearance of Eddie Brock as the Illuminated. Now, it's a Clayton Crane cover. Love seeing the Craniacs get crazy. All the fans of Clayton Crane. You can get extra crazy too. You want to get nuts? I'll show you nuts, bro. You got the 1 in 25 incentive as well, which is a virgin. So I mean, yeah, I like the covers. If I'm not mistaken, this was I think it was a Marvel's, you know, the Marvel Unlimited that they do.
The digital.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was the case here. I remember reading something that Lefteros had mentioned about that. So Lefteros, I know you're in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think it was that prior. You got Jack-O-Lantern here as well. I know a lot of people. Yeah, not too crazy about Jack-O-Lantern. I think he's chill.
It's a fun cover, man. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think this is gonna be a good time. But up next, check this out. You want to talk good times, guys? I'm having a blast with DC Sonic the Hedgehog. Issue number 3 is now on FOC. You can see now on this cover, we've got the characters in full gear. The crossover has totally happened here. Look at Shadow as Batman. You got Sonic right here as the Flash. You got Tails as Cyborg. You got Amy as Wonder Woman. Knuckles as Superman. You got Silver Green Lantern. I love this. It's been a fun read.
It's a fun cover too.
Yeah, dude, the covers have been great. I know that I think this week there's the second printing of issue 1 there where it's the close-up of Sonic as Flash. I think that's going to be a wonderful cover to have, man. I hope people pre-ordered that.
I wish this was minimal. I wish they had a minimal for this one.
Yeah, dude, would be amazing. Ah, shit. Guys, it's 3-2. We're live, and this game's going on, and it's breaking my heart. But anyways, yeah, there you go. David Lepage was saying that he snagged 3 copies of this already on FOC. So
nice.
There you go. He's ahead of the curve, man. He knows what he's doing. But I love this fun series. Another series I'm loving is Absolute Flash, guys. Absolute Flash is gonna have issue number 3 over on FOC right now. Another Clayton Crane cover, and I think Crane did another wonderful job with this one.
This looks like he's drifting in the sky.
Yeah, that's how fast the guy is going, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Kilted Corgi is asking, did we need that Sonic DC crossover?
Yeah,
Nope.
man.
But
We needed it. We needed that, man.
nah,
Absolute Flash. I mean, Flash, and yeah, we needed that crossover. Two
sometimes
speedsters.
things happen where you realize, man, I never knew I needed this, and that's exactly what
Yeah, like
happened.
the Turtles and Naruto. Who knew that we didn't know that we needed that?
Yeah. Yeah, and the TMNT Naruto, dude. That's another one. But yeah, some fun crossovers. But anyways, Absolute Flash issue number 3 on FOC this week. And speaking of the Absolute Universe, we also have multiple later printings that are available this week. As you can see, you've got the Green Lantern, you got Martian Manhunter, Flash. So a lot of later printings available. Some great covers. If you're into that, you might want to check all of those out. Now, Giant Size X-Men number 1. This is the Adams variant, and it is a class X-Men Classic number 1 homage cover. I love the homages for this title so far. The first one, obviously, paying homage to the Giant Size X-Men, but Classic X-Men. I love this. This is well done, dude. The only thing that scares me is that it's the black background. And anytime I see black backgrounds, I get scared.
No, but this is a great cover, man.
Yeah, dude, the cover is amazing. Now, I do want to share some information with you guys that Lefteros had shared with me, and so I'm gonna just change over to another one. Here is the Giant Size X-Men number 1 Vecchio variant, and it is a spoiler. So, first appearance and cover of Justina LaGuardia. Now, apparently, the character is a mutant in which this X-Men, Charles Xavier, he tried to recruit in the past, but he failed because obviously, the character has her own plans for herself and her future and whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see how this character is going to play out. New character, spoiler cover. Obviously, they're trying to hide that up until release. So we'll see. I imagine it's going to leak prior, but regardless of the fact, if you by any means want to buy this cover, know that you're going to have also the cover appearance of the character. So just putting that out there. And this amazing Giant Size X-Men number 1 incentive. Dude, Ivan Talavera did an amazing job portraying Storm on this cover. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the image that you guys are seeing here is the regular trade that's available for this, but the Virgin would most likely be the 1 in 100, is what I'm assuming.
Yep, gotcha. Yeah, no, this is a great cover. And again, the black, but hey, who knows?
Yeah, dude, I love this cover. I think Storm looks amazing. I agree. Somebody said 2 great Talavera covers this week, and yeah, that's exactly it. Talavera is doing phenomenal covers, so love this. Now, up next, guys, Magic issue number 5. Here's the main cover, and it's the J. Scott Campbell. As you know, J. Scott Campbell's done some covers for Magic, all 5 issues on the mains, and some amazing covers have come out of that. But the one I'm loving this week, dude, the Lyrics Lee, man. And this is available in a trade. Yes, we have it in a Virgin, but and the Virgin is the incentive, just so you're aware. But I'm picking this up. Yo, this is sick, dude.
This one screams run.
Yeah. And I've always loved Magic. I love the character. I just think that not enough people are actually reading this, because this is a really fun read so far. Like, dude, I've been enjoying the Magic stuff. The covers have been bangers. Everyone's talking about.
I love all the covers, all the Campbell covers. The colors, man, the colors are just nice.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is everyone's talking the covers. No one's talking about what's happening within the book. So it's unfortunate, but I highly, highly encourage everybody, just pick it up, give it a read, man. I'm sure you could find, just a regular cover A for Covrprice. Maybe keep an eye out, because it's a good read. But lyrically, my God. But anyways, here's a new one. Whatever Happened to Crimson Justice #1. Here is the cover A. This sounds like a fun story. Very interesting. It's basically a mini series about a superhero that has gone missing. You and I were talking a little bit backstage before going live about this particular series. Um, this is the one that I think there's a Panosian.
No, it was the other one. The Spawn. Not the Spawn. The Life of Shirley. I forgot the book. It was no, but there's a pronunciation for this. I'm a
Yeah,
fan already.
yeah, I believe there is a Panosian for this one, if I'm not mistaken. But I know Panosian's on this one. But besides the point, it's a pretty interesting story. So basically, it's going to be a 5-issue miniseries, and it would have it basically with the concept. It's going to be about a hero who has mysteriously stepped away from his mantle, and is forced to take it back up again. And now, who do we have on here? You have Casada. Um, Doing variants and Panosian. So yeah, Lefteros just confirmed the Panosian stuff. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a fun story. Speaking of which, there's the Casada cover. So I like the Casada cover, dude. You see him sitting at the edge of his bed. Even his superhero costume looks kind of like beat up, worn up.
Yeah, look at him in the corner. He's in the corner of the bed, like, oh man, what am I
Yeah,
gonna do?
don't want to do this again, type thing. But yeah, man. So looking forward to this. I'm going to pick this one up for the sake of read. Now, up next, guys, this is totally a cover grab because Godzilla Heist issue 4. This is the cover B. It's a Point Break movie poster homage variant by Pablo Tunica. And every issue has had a movie poster homage. You guys, dude, you may have seen on my Instagram, I shared the Fast and the Furious one for Godzilla Heist, dude. And like, it's just so well done. I got of all the Fast and the Furious movies, the first one's still my favorite. It's the go-to. Like Fast and the Furious, that shit got crazy. It got very unreal, very fast. And it started with the second one. Like literally, when they take that car and they jump into the river and land on the boat. I'm like, yeah, okay, yo, what happened to the street stuff? So you knew it was Gonzo after that. We got Tokyo Drift and then whatever. But
Yeah, Drift was cool.
yeah, I know that we're getting a lot of these movie posters, and these are fun. Keep an eye out, guys. We're gonna end up talking about it eventually in a future FOC. But issue number 5 is actually the Inception movie poster homage, which is amazing, dude. They did such a wonderful job with that cover as well. So I'm loving these. I'm picking this up for the sake of just loving the covers, man. The read's been whatever as well, by the way. Rogue the Savage Land, issue number 5. Campbell also doing covers for Rogue Savage Land. Been doing amazing, stunning covers for this one. If you like this, or you might want it as a virgin, you can pick it up as well with the 1 in 100. Marvel doing, the ratio at 1 in 100 as a virgin.
I want a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, I'm more of a Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, you know where I'm going with that one. Yeah. Did you just do the arms? I love it. But yeah, man, I love this, man. Campbell did amazing covers, man. So yeah, love this. Up next, guys, big one. Superman Unlimited #1. This is the cover A. It's an all-new ongoing series written by none other than Dan Slott. Now, I know everybody has a certain feeling towards Dan Slott, especially after his ASM run, which I don't understand why people were so angry about it, but it's okay. I enjoyed it. Now, Dan Slott is going to be living out his dream here, writing some Superman. So that's cool, man. I think this is going to be fun. One of the things that Lefteros mentioned within the notes that he sent over, and when I say notes, guys, it's basically the article that he's going to be putting up that's available over on Covrprice, mentions that, Superman is just one of those characters that's OP, right? And it looks like Dan Slott's going to be like leveling that out type thing within this run. So I'm curious to see what, he has up his sleeve while writing Superman. So there's going to be some fun times, but besides that, if anything, there are some wicked covers, man. You got this amazing Del Auto cover depiction of Superman in crypto we all know the love for crypto is super high right now,
Yep.
especially with the movie coming out. And let me tell you, yo, he hit a home run with this one. This is a badass cover.
Badass cover.
Yeah.
And now's the time to do it with all the Superman stuff because the summer of Superman. Now's the time to put something out like this.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man. And again, like, man, crypto covers, there's plenty of good ones out there as well. But like for me, this one is just like it's so badass, dude. Like look at the way Superman is there, crypto with the cape, both capes flying upwards. I love it, man. It just Superman looks serious, intense as hell, and crypto looks like he's just there having a good time, being a good boy. He's a good boy.
At first glance, I didn't realize it was a Dollar, but at first glance, I thought it was a Mark Spears. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
You know what? I do see that. Now that you mention it, maybe it's the blue. Maybe it's the blue.
I think it's the blue or aqua, whatever color you want to call it.
Yeah, but man, I love this cover, and I agree with Deeds, man.
Steel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cryptocurrency over crypto covers. And Baker with the comment of the night so far. But there's more cool covers, guys. You see this one over here basically has James Gunn and David Corenswet as the DCU Superman cover depiction by Dan Mora. Dan Mora doing wonderful, wonderful work. But this would be cool to have, man, whether you end up liking the film or not. If ever you come across James Gunn or David, you have the chance to like probably get this signed. That's a nice book to get signed.
Definitely.
Yeah, it almost feels like they chose the yellow background on purpose to fit that CGC.
Yellow's great. Label. I love yellow. Yellow covers are great. Yellow covers, red covers. Dan Moore was just at C2E2. I saw some stories with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well, Dan Mora. Next, you went to C2E2?
No. I saw some stories on the gram.
Okay. Sorry. Then that's what you said. Like, I heard I have some stories with him. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, no. That I saw some stories that Dan actually was with Francine Delgado. I don't know if you know who she is. She draws Battle of the Planets.
Yep.
And she was posting stories with him. They were on their way to the airport, I think.
That's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah. So, Derek's saying he would have bagged this cover with a chance at getting it signed, and I think it's a great idea, man. Yeah. So, anyways, Kingdom of Nerds is in the house, man. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, let's keep it rolling with the FOC because there's also the Jim Lee cover that was talked about within the chat. Yeah,
I love this cover, man.
Yeah,
this is the one right here.
Can't go wrong.
And the fact it's Jim Lee and just the colors they just pop.
Yeah, big time, dude. I love this so much, man. Dude, there's a lot of great covers. There's a lot of hype. Given that Dan Slott is gonna be on this. You guys saw the Summer of Superman stuff, right?
Yeah.
So far well received. I don't know if it's just because of the Lozano cover.
The Lozano cover went to the stratosphere.
Yeah, completely took off. But yeah, man, I love this, man. It doesn't seem like it's a foil, Derek. I see you asking in the chat, but yeah, man, amazing covers. You got great options for Superman Unlimited #1, and just here alone, it's gonna be eating a bit of my my wallet.
Those colors pop. I don't think I would want to see this as a foil because the foil, the colors drown in the foil. Unless it's a spot foil, you know what I mean?
Spot foils, yeah, that's exactly it, dude. Spot foil would be nice, but even at that, like, I'd rather not see this one as a foil. But up next, guys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #9. This is the cover D, and this is a cover selection just because Juan Ferreira. Oh, Jesus, I completely botched that. Ferreira. Am I getting it? What are we doing? You give it a shot. Let me see how you do this.
Ferreira.
Whatever. I think I got it there. But anyways, amazing cover. I love how everything is black and white here, and all you see is the turtles eye bandana cover in colors. It's just
I like that they're in the sewer.
Yeah, they're just chilling in the sewer, man. And look, again, another nice cover. Love this one. Up next, though, this, guys, I cannot warn you enough about. Please do yourselves a favor. If you're not reading this, you have to get on this as soon as possible. In fact, I really think that we're going to be circling back to a couple of these books that have come out throughout this entire run, because the things that are going on are just incredible. Hickman has hit complete banger, banger, banger after banger with every single issue that has dropped. Ultimate Spider-Man, issue 17. This is the Sandoval variant. Earth 6160's Black Cat and Richard Parker. Cover depiction by Sandoval. You know that he's wearing that black tech suit, and you know, we've already seen some of what those covers are over on the Spider-Man Incursion books, and you could see the three of them, himself, Miles Morales, and Peter Parker, lined up. I think they've got big things lined up for Richard Parker as well within the Ultimate Universe. You might want to keep an eye out for this. But like I said, if you are not here for anything speculation related, please just pick this up for the sake of read. It is that good. I can't get enough. I hate that it's a once a month drop. That's the only thing. It's just like, oh, I don't want to wait anymore.
Keeping you guys thirsty for it.
Yeah, thirsty is the understatement, my friend. But anyways,
but that's how you build a good, run, a good arc,
Yeah, keep us waiting, I guess, but not too long. You don't want to do any of that nonsense like we've gotten with Something is Killing the Children with the long gaps, or Battle Chasers, or any of that stuff.
You forget and you gotta go back. And okay,
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, up next, we've got the Alex Ross Timeless variants that are continuing to come along over here. On the left, you've got the Avengers 26, and to the right-hand side of the slide, you can see Deadpool Wolverine number 5. Huh? Love these. Like I said,
yeah. Sorry.
It was a rabbit hole. It was a rabbit hole for myself on the first drop, but now I'm kind of selective about the characters I actually want to collect here. Like between the two, I'm probably going Nick Fury here.
Yeah, you threw me off when you said Deadpool. I didn't realize it was Deadpool Wolverine. I'm like, what's he talking about? I don't see Nick Fury.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's Nick Fury on that title.
Which is right.
The, Deadpool one, but yeah, man,
I get it.
I love the Alex Ross covers, but man, it's just now it's kind of like overkill. Like, yo, just collecting this is taking up an entire long box. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's enough. It's enough for me.
Well, I mean, some people love these covers, these timeless covers. So he continues to feed that appetite.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. But up next, guys, check out this 1 in 100 incentive for G.I. Joe issue number 7. You got Lady J foil variant, cover depiction by Derek Chu. I love Derek Chu, bro. Honestly, I can't say anything negative about Derek Chu. Love this. The cover looks amazing. These G.I. Joe ratios have been banger after banger. And this one, again, is another banger. So I love this one. Up next, guys, Medieval Spawn number 1 hits a second printing. And this second printing, of course, being of Medieval Spawn number 1. It's a wicked Medieval Spawn cover. I like this. I think Raymond Gay did an amazing job. But
like this.
Sorry?
I love covers like this.
Yeah. So for myself, it's actually the contrary. I'm not the biggest black and white cover fan, but man, when it's done right, it's done right. I think this one looks stunning. Not too much going on. It feels right. I like this one. But if we're going to talk Spawn, guys, let's get into the Spawn. The Curse of Shirley Johnson number 1, cover A, first appearance of Beliafan, the Crimson Seraph, and the Stranger. Now, there's a lot of covers that are coming out for this one. Again, it seems like this one's promising. Letheros put some very, very high praises for this one. He also highlighted this cover B by Todd McFarlane.
It's obvious.
Yeah, this is an absolute winner. And I got a shout out Letheros because, he grinds, he hustles, he does his thing. And it was nice to see that, Todd McFarlane himself reshared this to his story, this particular slide. So shout out to Letheros. He got my name in that as well. And I was telling him, I'm like, yo, I totally feel like that guy in high school that like didn't participate in any of the class project but got the A+. You know what I mean? Like that's exactly what happened right there. So thank you, Letheros.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Poor Bear got the arrows. There's a bowling ball back there somewhere. This is a fun cover though.
Yeah, it's so wicked, man. I think this is a stunning cover. Todd McFarlane, you can't go wrong, of course, especially when it comes to anything Spawn related.
Yeah,
Michael Baker saying that Todd McFarlane has been doing a bang up job of expanding the Spawn universe. I love to see it. I could imagine, dude. And there's a lot of them, a lot of characters, and titles dropping related to Spawn. I'm really anticipating the Spawn 77. I really, really can't wait for that one. So I think that's going to be some fun times. But not only that, guys, those two covers that we just spoke about, but you also have this Spawn 5 2025 reprint that is unlocked by ordering 10 or more copies. So basically, this is a unlockable for your shops if they're ordering 10 or more copies of this book. So make sure, you hit up your shop, be like, yo, you guys ordering 10 copies? You want to save me that unlockable? Because, yeah, this is a cool little reprint of Spawn 5. Although you can get Spawn 5 still for like $5. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like the actual
I
Spawn
got
5.
a couple. I got a couple. So.
Yeah, exactly, man. Guys, chat, I see you all popping in, man. I see Mellow Dope. What's going on, brother? I appreciate everybody being here. But yeah, we're rolling through the FOCs because there's a lot of books to talk about tonight. And to give you an example, we also have a 1 in 50 incentive of this book. And this one is by Ryan Otley. Done again another amazing job. There's so many good covers available on FOC tonight.
I like the spawns on this one.
Yeah, dude. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, before we go to the next book, I also want to put it out there. Like I told you guys, I'm almost certain that Lefteros, he told me straight up, the guy was working like maybe 12 hours straight on just doing these, FOC slides. And I don't know if he tapped out at one point, but he may have forgotten one of my books that I wanted on the list. He knows exactly what I'm saying without me even having to say it. But you know too. I see you giggle. I see you giggling. But it's Mega Man Timelines #1. I don't know if you guys saw that. Mega Man Timelines #1. There's a cover A, there's a cover B, and there's a blank variant. Now the blank is going for $2 more. It's not $4.99. It's $6.99. So definitely check it out because there's a 1 in 5 ratio as well for that. So I'm totally picking that up. That's me being a sucker. I don't think Lefteros at any point got tired. I just think
Mega Man was from the beginning, man. Just playing Mega Man was the first Mega Man 1 was awesome.
Yeah. Dude, you're talking the video game, right?
Yeah, the video game. Yeah.
I could play that forever. Although it's weird, man, because like I like certain ones that much more than others. Like I'll go back to like Mega Man 8 and
Okay.
rip the hell out of that one. Mega Man X, dude. Like I love Mega Man X. Who doesn't? But yeah, there's lots of great stuff for Mega Man. But anyways, just want to put it out there. It's also on FOC this week, so check that out. Now, Pinup Apocalypse issue number 3 gives us a cover C here that is very risque. It's cheeky. I like this one. Andrew Tarasov doing an amazing job with this cover. Love this style. Very sexy. Like I said, man, it's a little cheeky. Cheeky. I don't know if she's struggling to take them off or put them on.
Well, I see her jump. If she's jumping, if she's in the air, she's trying to put them on. I think she's trying to take them off.
Yeah, I like this, man. I love this so much, dude. But speaking Pin Apocalypse, I want to show you guys this. You got the 1 in 25 incentive of by Sveta Shubina. Now, guys, I think it's very safe to say get familiar with Shubina because Shubina's work has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
if you're not
nice covers,
yeah, man. If you're not familiar already, I really think we're going to be seeing a lot more Shubina moving forward, man. Like so far, I think Shubina's had an amazing 2025. There's a lot of great covers. And just to give you guys an idea, here, this Pin Apocalypse number 3, there's other incentives as well that have been done by Shubina. But look at this one for Detective Kaiju number 1. This is a 1 in 25 incentive. Again, man, something about the art is just very nice, dude. It's very clean. I love the lines. Love everything about this. The colors pop, as you see in the background, here on the Pin Apocalypse. Again, it looks good, man. It just looks so good.
No, they're great covers, man.
Yeah, I'm loving it, man. I'm honestly like I'm not one to usually crack on ratios, bro. Like I hate paying that premium for a book, but these Shubina covers are totally worth worth it, man. I'd love to have any of these because they look amazing, absolutely amazing. But speaking of amazing covers and ratios, check this homage for Rogue Sun issue 27. This is the 1 in 25 incentive. It's the Uncanny X-Men 268 cover homage by Marcelo Costa. Love this. Although it's been homaged many times, maybe it just has a special place in my heart because I'm really enjoying everything that's happening within the Massiverse. I'm fully caught up. I love this. This is a very well executed homage.
Yeah, at first I'm like, where's Captain America? You know,
It's not Captain America, but yeah, I can understand why you got it slightly confused, man. Yeah, Pacino, it's not entirely the lines. I'm trying to keep it PG, guys, a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, those Shobina covers are amazing, absolutely amazing. All right, guys, let's get into this one because Spider-Girl, #1. Here we have the main cover. This is going to be the new ongoing series featuring Spider-Girl, aka Makawalu Wakana. So, first appearance of Spider-Girl, it did relatively well. People were, picking that up, flocking to it. I love the character. I don't care what anybody says. I'm still a believer in Spider-Boy. Hate me all you want. Make fun of me. Drag my name through the dirt. There's potential with the character. And you know what? I don't even give a fuck about the spec. For myself, I'm just enjoying the read. Like, Spider-Boy is actually a pretty fun time. Now, Spider-Girl as well has been pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to this one. I know that one of the main villains that she's going to be up against, I'm not too sure if it's going to be in this issue, but I know for a fact in the next issue, it's going to be Lady Bullseye. And Lady Bullseye, dude, there's a nice cover. It's a variant for issue #2. You guys might want to keep an eye out for that one, man. But yeah, so it's going to be Vermin. Vermin is going to be one of the villains here. So, we're getting Vermin and we're getting Lady Bullseye within the first issue. So that's going to be pretty fun. Scotty Do with comment of the night so far. So many spiders, we're going to need pest control.
You see the spider web on the statue. There's like web pattern on the top of the head.
Are you talking about where? On the Statue of Liberty?
No, on the statue that's on the left. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, I see it. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's probably one of the spider gods.
Could be, Ben. But not only do we have that cover, there's also a Marvel Rivals cover, and we all know how these Marvel Rival covers are sought out after. I think it's safe to say there's some slight hype dying down with these later covers that are coming out. Of course, the first 3 are really the ones that everybody was really loving. So there is that. But again, Momoko doing one for the Marvel Rivals variants, which is pretty cool. But Momoko also doing this right here, man. This one right here for me is just stunning. Again, everybody knows I'm not the biggest Momoko fan, but when Momoko slaps, and
it looks fun. It was giving me Scotty Young vibes too. Like, you know how Scotty Young does, like, those kid faces. The baby. It looks like a baby Spider-Girl.
Yeah, dude. It's exactly well said. But yeah, man, the colors, everything about this, just very, very well done. So I'm picking this up. This is a 1 in 100 incentive of Spider-Girl by Peach Momoko, but there's also a regular trade that's available as well, which is always good for us cheap bastards like myself and whoever else feels like they fit in this category. That's me, and I guess that's us. Because yeah, man. I'm okay with trades. I actually prefer trades. I don't know how you chat. What do you guys feel, man? Are you more of a trade collector, or do you guys prefer the virgins?
I'd rather
I'm talking comics.
I'd rather have the set. I'd rather have the trade and the virgin. Just trade a virgin. Like, I'll go trade a virgin, but I won't go trade virgin foil, color bleed. I'll just trade a virgin for me.
Yeah. Blasphemy. Derek knows my struggle right there. He said he took the words right out of my mouth. I got kids, so he goes for the trades. That's exactly the way it is, man. So yeah, guilty. JD's going cheap, so I love it, man. Floppies over trades all day. Damn. All right. Love always needs them all. Which yeah, yo, you ain't wrong, man. Because for as long as I've known,
scratch them for a deal, because sometimes these things go for money, man. And I mean, I don't know. You see me on the Telegram, I'm like, claim.
Yo, you're scooping up everything that's available. Everything.
I get beat out a lot too. So.
No, dude. Like I think it's like 90% to 10%. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
winning ninety
Well, I
percent
feel
from
bad
90%.
sometimes. I feel bad sometimes. I tell Chip, I'm like, look, listen, if anyone ever gives you any grief, just I'll forfeit whatever. I'll give back my claim, whatever it is. I don't want to piss nobody off. I've been accused for being greedy. I'm like, how am I greedy? Like,
You greedy, you're the least greediest person in the world, guys. Do we need to remind you that the guy's giving away a 9.9 tonight, and he's giving away not one, not two, but all three books available in this Daredevil Whatnot pack for everybody who's in the chat tonight. Yeah, most greedy guy in the house. Just putting that out there, putting that out there. But anyways, let's move on from Spider Girl because Mark Spears. Oh yeah, look, I always say, whether it's on this show or on Covrprice, that Mark Spears does his own covers, original covers. I like them better than he does homage covers. But fuck, did he hit me with a left hook here? Because this one is a killer. Killer. I love this Vampirilla #2 by Mark Spears. It is so well done. This is an automatic pickup for me. Now, to the left, you've got it's actually considered a cover W FOC bonus Mark Spears original variant, or you can get it in a foil as well, as you can see to the right. Now, Mark Spears covers always doing very well.
Mark Spears is killing it. He was just at Huntsville. Yeah, he was just at Huntsville today. It was like the last day.
Yep.
The only thing I have to say, I have a ton of Mark Spears, and I love the covers, man. But the foils, they get lost, man. I'm not too happy with the foils of anything,
Well, you know what, man? Just
Silverhawks, Thundercats, there's just I don't know, it's just too dark, and I would rather the regular cover, not the foil for sure.
I feel you. You know what? When it comes to, I guess you're speaking solely on Mark Spears, right?
Right. Yeah. On his art. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that too, man. I get that, but
Cover the
again,
banger, and he's amazing, and he's definitely crushing it. Like his cards just dropped, and everybody had a frenzy over them.
yeah, dude, you saw that, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, at the con, man, I was seeing dude, Red Hood. I don't know if you follow Red Hood,
Yeah,
but
Red Hood. Yeah.
yeah, man. He actually wasn't on. Long story short, this week, because obviously he was taking care of the con. I actually got to hang out with everybody over there, and it was a great time. If you guys missed it, check the replay over on over on the Nearing Nerdvana channel. But yeah, man, it was a great time, and I was seeing all the posts he was posting over on Instagram. And yeah, it looks like he was having a blast with Mark Spears, man. It looks like everybody was out to check out Mark Spears, because this, I believe, was the first, public appearance of Mark Spears at a con since the, monster stuff blew up.
Well, he's from there because his Kickstarter it said Huntsville on it, so
Yeah.
that's where he's from.
Yeah, but no, look, like I said, it's an amazing homage of Amazing Spider-Man 601, with MJ on the couch.
Yeah.
Love this. The Vampirilla, for me, is probably up there for one of the covers this week. And as you saw, there's a lot of damn covers available this week, guys. Like, it's
He made this cover his own, though. Even though it's an homage, but he made it his own.
That's exactly it, man. Like I said, he does better, in my opinion. Like, I really like his original art. Like, his original covers, I love them. The homages are great, just the same. But man, like you said, he made this one his own. It's so good. He shafted me and corrected me. Checkmate. You win this one. You
Exactly.
win. Love this. But anyways, let's keep it rolling, guys, because the big talk around town is the death of Silver Surfer. And here we have issue number 1 that is on FOC this week. Now, solicitation mentions a new enemy is going to be making their way into this issue. New miniseries about the death of Silver Surfer. The last mini Silver Surfer run that I really enjoyed was Silver Surfer Black. I know that, people feel a certain way. You guys have got to remember Donnie Cates did some wonderful work, in my opinion. Within the pandemic, we got some great reads, man. I was reading the Venom stuff, reading the Silver Surfer stuff, lots of great stuff. But I'm a bit anxious about this one. I don't know
I
how
mean,
this is
you got to read it and see. You know what I mean? Because hey, it may be a good story. You know, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a good story. But I don't know. Nothing tells me good story in the title.
Yeah, I look. If you don't want to see him die, then yeah, it's not going to be a good story. But you got Infamous Jeb, the ever so awesome Infamous Jeb, in the chat saying that only person that could kill Silver Surfer is Surfer himself, man. And yeah, dude, there's like I said, I'm a bit on edge with that, but we'll see how this plays out, man. I think we're in for a good time. I don't know if you saw some of those covers, man. There was that cover for the with the Galactus head.
Oh, that was I want that one. You know
Yeah,
me, Galactus.
yeah, dude, that one is just absolutely insane. Now the story is by Greg Pak. We're going to be introduced to multiple characters, it seems, within this run, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But I do want to see how this plays out. Is he going to fully die? I don't know, man. But it's a very interesting time considering that Fantastic Four is coming out.
Yeah. And the whole female Silver Surfer.
Yeah, which again, Shalabal is a real thing within comics, guys. So please don't
Yeah,
come
yeah,
at me.
yeah. No, but you know how people are.
Don't come at me for that. But speaking Death of Silver Surfer, number 1, guys, we also have this amazing Moore variant. I love this. Trad Moore did an amazing cover here. Just
I love that it looks like he's
trippy.
on a wave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's trippy, eh?
But it looks sad, man. Like,
Yeah, guys, like he's like just chilling on his board, lying down. I don't know if that's like his hand in like hell water, hot water. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But it's trippy, very trippy. I love this.
Lava.
But my cover for the
right
absolute must grab is the Casada cover, dude.
This is the one.
Yeah, you have the 1 in 100 incentive, but it's also available in a regular trade if you want to pick that up.
Yeah, we need that.
I'm picking up the trade. Love this 1 in 100, dude. It's so stunning. Galactus with Silver Surfer, Galactus eyes lighting up the sky, lighting up everything. It just looks amazing. Absolutely stunning. This is a must grab.
Of all the heralds, this is the one right here.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Love this. Love this. But guys, that was the FOC selections of the week by Lefteros. Now, of course, you could support Lefteros. Go visit comicnation.us if you live in the United States. If you want to order any of the books we spoke about, well, you can go check them out. They give you 15% off of cover price, but use discount code BlackCrown to get an additional 5% off. If you're in Canada, go visit comiclegion.ca. They give you 20% off of the cover price already. But if it's your first time ever ordering from them, use discount code ENLIST to get an additional 5% off. Take advantage of that, guys. Take advantage. Yo, stock up. Stock up. But yeah, man, go check out those two. Now, Lefteros' article is available over on coverprice.com. You can read more of that stuff. You want to read in depth why he selected some of these books, you could check that out. And don't forget to subscribe to Cover Price's YouTube page, where you can catch myself, Laura, and the entire gang every Tuesday and Thursday night as we bring you the Top 10 show and the Shakers on Thursday. And if you're having fun here tonight and it's your first time around, hit the subscribe button, man. Come back next week. Let's shoot the shit. But all right. Love, brother, what a fucking list for FOC. That was huge. That was huge. But
emotional to like
yeah. Now we're gonna get into the fun stuff, the other fun stuff that I enjoy as well. Yeah, the aftermarket stuff, the market report. You ready?
I'm ready, man. Let's go.
Let's get it. All right, guys, it's the market report. Now, what is the market report? It's where we look at some of the books that sold on the aftermarket throughout the week. And, of course, I'm checking out all the lists, whether it be House of Stein, CBSI, Key Collectors, Trending 20, Cover Price, with their daily shakers, the top 10s, you name it. Go collect, check your sales over on eBay. But most importantly, the Baker Shakers. That's right. Fellow viewer. I don't even want to call him a viewer anymore. He's part of the goddamn channel. Michael Baker hits me up every day with sales that take place on the aftermarket. And let me tell you, those Baker Shakers, they get us shaking for sure, because a nice list is a very heavy Baker Shaker list. So let's
I'm
kick it
shaking.
off.
I'm shaking.
The
Yo,
first book,
yo.
Eddie Brock Carnage, number 3. This came out just recently in 2025. It's the 1 in 25 ratio by Mike Mayhew. Everybody, and I mean everybody, has been posting this book. For those of you who had the opportunity to pick this up, congratulations. Raw copy, high sale that I saw was 85 US dollars. This book came in at number 2 on the House of Stein's top 10. It's come in on multiple lists as well, just so you guys are aware. It is such a sick cover.
Yeah.
Dude. Like Mayhew hit a home run with this.
I'm a huge fan of Mayhew, but this is on another level, Mayhew. This is not normal Mike Mayhew.
No.
This is on a whole nother level, man. Sick art.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. Now I know Jeb is in the chat. He's saying Carnage rules, and I know how Jeb feels about anything symbiote related. I think we all know. But dude, I have to say, man, again, another contender for cover of the year so far, man.
This should have been a Virgin cover, man. Like,
yeah, it's just so well done. Kilted Corgi is asking, what's the ceiling though? You know what, man? I don't think it's gonna pop off even much further, to be honest. Let's see
I'll
what
pay $100 for this.
Yeah, let's see what the slabs in 9/8 come back and do on the aftermarket. But yeah, man, I still think 85 is very impressive right now. Like that's already amazing and well deserved. It's not a shit cover or anything. I think this is just straight up cover grab.
You know, like this reminds me of Last of Us. The cordyceps.
Oh geez, yeah, I see that.
That's what this reminds me of. Oh.
Yeah, but anyway.
that ear though is a little too intact though.
Yeah, not enough damage on the ear.
Not enough distortion on the ear. Yeah.
Gotta mess that up a little bit, man. Just give him the Mike Tyson. Just go bite it.
Oh yeah, there you go. That would have worked.
There you go. But anyways, guys, Eddie Brock Carnage, number 3, the 1 in 25 ratio by Mike Mayhew. Raw, 85 US dollars, which is not too shabby. But all right, let's get into Baker Shaker territory. I want to revisit this book. It's Invincible Iron Man, number 9, the 1 in 10 ratio by Turcotte. First full appearance of Riri Williams. We all remember this book in the pandemic, absolutely hitting ridiculous numbers, man. This was going like 2,000. CGC 9/8 is now 495 US dollars. It's a Baker Shaker this week because we are in Baker Shaker territory right now, and this has come down, but still pretty damn good for a 1 in 10. First appearance of Riri. We are very close to getting Ironheart. Could we see this spike a little more once Ironheart comes out?
I don't know. I think it's going to continue to go down a little bit.
Yeah. Is that what you think? Because I know that we've already gotten Riri within the MCU. And, some people loved it. Some people were like, oh, whatever. Kind of fell flat. Wasn't enough. Costume was a bit weird at first.
I don't think there's going to be enough hype for this to continue to rally up. I think it's just going to, hey, can I get 500 for this? Oh, you don't want to sell it for 400.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But needless to say, yes, Jeffrey in the chat asking like, yo, wasn't this book like a $3,000 book at one point? It was very, very, very up there, man. It was amazing to see, man. And you know what? I'm gonna openly say that even
it had its time. This book had its time,
It did. But even at $495, man,
that's a lot.
It's still
I feel it's a lot, but compared to 3,000, I feel bad for everybody that paid $2,500 for this book back then.
Yeah, that I honestly don't know what to say to anybody who did do that. But yeah, COVID prices were a hell of a drug for sure. But anyways, Invincible Iron Man number 9. Just revisiting this, the 1 in 10 ratio by Turcotte. First full appearance of Riri Williams, CGC 9/8, 495 US dollars. Now up next. I know we've seen this book several times on this show, but it's one that always continues to amaze me. It's Wolverine issue 145. This is the Nabisco variant. Now, if you're asking why Nabisco, you had to mail in some of the coupons that were within there. And by mailing it in, that was the only way you could have gotten this book. The book is by Bill Sienkiewicz, and a CGC 96 sold for $1,700 in U.S. funds this week, and still always amazes me to see what this book goes for, man. This has to be one of my favorite Sienkiewicz covers, and I think that speaks volumes because he does amazing, amazing work. But you add the scarcity behind this, you
Yeah.
add how amazing this looks. I love this. I love this
It's
book.
a sick cover too. You got that contrast. Between both.
Yeah, the contrast, like you said. But even in a 9.6, you know how people always say, "Yeah, but modern books, dude."
Yeah, but you weren't going to be able to get this at your LCS. In the
Yeah,
dollar,
exactly.
even on their wall. You weren't going to find this on someone's wall.
No, I've never seen this in person. I've never seen this at a con. I've never seen it anywhere.
I wonder, I
So
wonder how many in the census.
I don't imagine there's many, dude. I don't imagine there's that much, to be honest. But
Yeah, I mean that's probably what's dictating the price too.
of course, but still, an amazing, amazing cover. Love this book. Love the story behind it. Wolverine 145, guys, the Nabisco variant that was a mail away by Bill Sienkiewicz, CGC 96, $1,700. Now, up next, this is a nice cover, dude. Love this one. X23 issue number 1. This was a one shot from back in 2010. The cover is by Alina Urusov. And as you can see at the bottom of the cover, it says Women of Marvel. You can see the Women of Marvel logo. This is the second time it was ever printed. That logo that I'm talking about.
Mm.
CGC 98, 134 US dollars. Baker Shaker, not many copies on the census of this one either, man. I think there's like maybe 100 and something. And yeah, man, I love this cover. The X23 cover that I've, never really seen before.
Yeah, I've never seen this cover either, but I think it's worth. I mean, I think 134 is kind of low for this.
Yeah, man, I'm game for that. Like 134, dude, is a very, very fair price in my opinion for this in a CGC 98. But yeah, love this X23 number one shot from back in 2010. JD is saying he's got this. Yo, shout out to JD, man.
Nice.
Congrats, bro. I'm hoping I don't take anybody into the 0 for Biz tonight, guys. That can still play out on this side of town as well. So let's see. But JD made the board, so shout out to JD. But all right, man. Oh, you got even Armin saying I have a CBCS that I might crack and send to CGC. Crazy, yes, man. I'm happy to hear that some of you guys have this book because this is nice, man. I love this one. But anyways, X23 number 1, the one shot from 2010, CGC 98, 134 US dollars. Now up next, this cover is straight fire. Moon Knight 188 from back in 2017. This is the 1-in-25 ratio by Daniel Warren Johnson. First appearance of Sun King. I remember when this shit was all the rage, bro. All the rage, especially with the hype of Moon Knight. People were talking Sun King.
Oh, yeah.
This was getting a lot of love. CGC 98 of this ratio, 130 US dollars. Hey, man. I think that's fair game, man. I think that's a good price.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude. Daniel Warren Johnson does sick work.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, love this cover. Amazing, as you could see, man. You got like the fire on his back. Daniel Warren Johnson, dude, like even his Transformers covers, like so good. I love his shit, and I totally think this is worthy of a pickup. So, yeah, great book. Now, check this one out, guys. Punisher Kill Crew number 1. We're going back to 2019 with this one. This is a 1-in-50 ratio and is considered a hidden gem by Mike Zeck. CGC 98 for this one, 200 US dollars. Again, nothing too crazy. Price isn't too wild. It's crazy. I love the cover, man. You see him standing over all these people.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah. You got to do the scream too now, bro. Come on. You got to do it. But yeah, clearly Frankie Boy did some damage here to to some of these people.
Yeah, he always does.
Yeah.
He's brutal. Frank Castle's brutal.
Yeah, it's such a sick cover. Love this one. So Punisher Kill Crew number 1. from back in 2019. This is the 1 in 50 ratio hidden gem by Mike Zeck, CGC 98, $200 US. Baker saying Mike Zeck is the Punisher artist. This cover just confirms it. And yeah, man, really, really does. Mike Zeck Punisher will always be the best Punisher. I'm so happy to see you guys saying this because I couldn't agree more. Seems like you're all agreeing with each other in the chat. So good stuff. Good stuff. But let's check what we got. Up next, we have Ultimate Spider-Man #2. No, not the current Ultimate Spider-Man. We're talking the 2009 run. Now, this is the second printing cover by David Lafuente, or is it Lafuente? Whatever. Only 10 CGC 98s exist of this one on the census. Again, another cover that I have never seen before. Michael
I
Baker.
have to check. I think I have this, man.
Dude, I've never come across this in the wild, not once.
Yeah, I'm gonna check after the show. I'm gonna check the CLZ and see if I have it. I think I have this.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's a pretty neat cover, man. I like this. CGC 98 sold for $225 US. You can see him sitting there with Gwen. So it's a really nice cover. I mean,
They're having a picnic on the roof.
yeah, the face is a little bit strange. I'm
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You know
yeah.
what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah. I'm telling you, I think I have this. I'm gonna scramble after the show see if I have this.
Yeah, no, it's funny because Jeffrey's saying only 10. I might have to send mine in.
Right.
Again, nothing really key regarding this
But
issue.
then again, somebody's got to be willing to pay the price for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you just happy enough that you have one and that's what the last sold was? Because for it to be worth it continuously is people gotta want to have to pay the price for it.
Yeah, exactly, man. But still, it's pretty cool to see. Clearly, it's rather scarce when it comes to CGC. So slab wise, not many. Again, I've never seen this in the wild, so something I would keep an eye out for. Keep an eye out for.
Well, I mean, it's a second printing. That's what it has going for itself too. So
yeah,
second
exactly,
print
man.
runs are lower than first print.
Exactly. But Ultimate Spider-Man #2 from back in 2009, the second printing. Again, there's only 10 CGC 98s that are out there, and a 98 just recently sold for $225. Now, another fun book to talk about since we're talking Spidey is Amazing Spider-Man #1 back in 2018, where we got the first appearance of Kindred. They came out with a 1 in 1000 cover by Eric Larson, but they also dropped a 1 in 2000 black and white remastered edition for the Eric Larson cover. And there's only 58 CGC 98s of this one. Guys, this is a 1 in 2000 and a CGC 98 just sold for $306 US. Not so bad. I'm again, I said it before, I'm not the biggest fan of these black and whites. That's just
1 in 2000. You would think this would be more than $300, man.
Right.
But also too, 58 CGC. I'm thinking that's kind of high, for 1 in 2000s. I mean, I guess there's whoever got this definitely went straight to CGC for it with it, maybe.
Yeah,
1 in 2000,
dude.
2,000 copies.
Yeah, when it comes to Spidey, Venom, I know a lot of people when they think Venom, they think Todd McFarlane. But man, you guys, Eric Larson doesn't get enough love in my opinion.
Yeah,
Eric Larson, he did some.
He's definitely ASM alumni, Spider-Man alumni, artist. I just pushed out a bunch of covers for him on Thursday. I was like, oh, here's another Eric Larson.
Yeah, dude, I love Eric Larson. I got to see Eric Larson in action at Terrificon, man, and he is so good at what he does. People were showing up with actual sketchbooks and giving them to Larson to do some work. And
Savage Dragon, that's his baby.
Yeah, man, he takes the time to do his stuff, man. And it comes out so good. It's just look at the detail here, man. That he adds. It's I love it, man. I love Eric Larson stuff. Like I said, I got to see him in action, and he draws so wickedly fast and so well. Yeah. Cliff saying the nerve of Larson to do the best Spider-Man ever in front of us. Yes. Okay. So Cliff was standing right next to me when that happened. And shout out to Cliff because he kept me patient throughout the entire con when it came to certain lines and getting a signature or watching get the opportunity to meet artists or people or whatever. And Larson was one of them. And yeah, he literally the person that gave that sketchbook, I think Larson literally dropped the all-time best Spider-Man he's ever drawn in that book. And I was like, both me and Cliff looked at each other, we're like, holy fuck. Like that was amazing. Like, dude, probably the best Spider-Man he's ever drawn. And whoever owns that book, like, yo, lock it under safe and key because it is just so damn good, man. Yeah. Ozzy saying that Larson's hand technique is definitely interesting, and that is something that is very impressive to see live, man. Like I said, seeing him in action, drawing was just amazing. David Lepage saying that ASM 346 cover is his all-time favorite Spidey cover. Don't blame you, man. Don't blame you. But yeah, lots of great stuff. Desired Comics just popping in. What's going on? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, man, let's keep it rolling. But Amazing Spider-Man #1, CGC 98 for the 1 in 2000. Only $306, man. I think that's a good buy. Good buy for whoever picked that up. But all right. Just in time for the NFL draft, guys. We have NFL Super Pro issue 8. We're going back to 1992 where you got a newsstand edition of this book. There's only 3 on the CGC census. We don't know which of those 3 are newsstands except for this one. Are all 3 newsstands? I don't know because CGC didn't document that shit. But CGC 98 selling at $128 US. It is a Baker Shaker this week. And of course, like I said, just in time for the draft, you've got Super Pro. You've got Captain America on this cover. And you have Chiapet asking in the chat, who is buying this shit?
Or any Super Pro for that matter.
I'll be honest. I pick up Super Pro whenever I see.
Oh, really? I give you all of mine.
Yeah, I do pick them up, man. Like if the price is right, I catch them in the dollar bins. I'm like, yep, picking this up. Love this.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, if anybody's reading the stories, like I don't think anybody cares because like in this one you got Cap and you got Super Pro and then you got like Crossbones. That bad.
I may have this, but I know I don't have the newsstand.
But yeah, man. Like again, I was just shocked to see this. I didn't know that there were 3 9/8s on the census. And when Baker sent it to me, that was one of the things he said too. He's like, "Yo, is it like the draft that's like making this?"
Oh, true hype. Yeah, maybe.
Like, what's the reason? But yeah, pretty cool. It's again a fun cover, a fun series. But yeah, I don't think anyone's picking this up, reading it, and taking it serious type thing. But yeah, Jeff saying I would have bought that if he'd seen it. Had no idea there were 8 issues of this. Yeah, every time I see Super Pros, it's always like issue 1, 2, 3, and that's like probably it. You might get an issue 4. But yeah, man, this is just fun times, guys. NFL Super Pro #8, the newsstand edition that nobody knew existed in a CGC 98, $128 US. Now, since we're talking some sports, I want to show you guys something a little more serious when it comes to the sports side of things because Sports Illustrated #1, yes, the magazine, from back in 1954, the Eddie Matthews Night Baseball in Milwaukee cover. CGC 98 sold for $3,500 US, was a cover price daily shaker this week. And this is not the highest sale recorded to date, but still very, very impressive. No, it's sold for higher, like 5K or something.
It's worth more than that.
Yeah, dude.
I think Sports Illustrated, it's not just your average book, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, again, forget, I know we normally talk comics, but for the sake of this right here, magazine related, like this is historical, dude. This is literally history in front of you. You got the first ever Sports Illustrated magazine. Of course, the Eddie Matthews Night Baseball in Milwaukee cover. The photo is just stunning.
Baker, find this the first swimsuit issue. The Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues. That was the only reason why I bought Sports Illustrated, because of the swimsuit issues.
Yeah, Scotty Doo's feeling the same thing, man. He has the same question in the chat. But Who did grace the cover of the first ever Sports Illustrated swimsuit? So let me check that. Sports Illustrated swimsuit one. All right, let's see who was. Who was it? Who was it? Nah, nah, nah. This is all false. This is all false. This is all false. I don't know what they're showing me. All right, if anybody could find, oh, I think I found it. Hold up. No, who's Anne Simonton? I have no idea. That's the flattest ass I've ever seen. No, it can't be. It can't be. Can't be. That's like a carpenter's dream. Nobody wanted that. But anyways, Sports Illustrated number one, 1954.
What year was that? Does it say?
I was saying in the 70s.
Okay.
But I don't think that was the first one. No way they would have put that as number one. Come on.
I want to do some homework after the show.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Fostered Comics is saying that as an NFL fan, he's actually picking up some of those Super Pros. But yeah, oh, okay, it was 1964. It was Babette March. I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, all right, we'll have to see.
Yeah,
probably had those big bikinis. Not bikini. They were like shorts almost.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Bison, stop it.
Yeah, I'd be shocked to see any of those.
True story.
Yeah, you think there's any chance of getting those in white pages or
non-stuck pages?
Yeah, definitely creamy. But anyway, Sports Illustrated number one, CGC 98, $3,500. Yes, those bathing suits did look like diapers.
Exactly.
Ah, man. So many jokes I want to run with, but we're not going to do that tonight. Let's go. Next book, X-Force 116, guys. Mr. Key Issues, wherever you are. I love you, Keon. I miss you. Every time I see this book, I think about it. Shout out to the Comic Kingpins, but we're going back to 2001. This is the newsstand copy of X-Force 116. There's multiple first appearances within this book, but most importantly, and probably what the only appearance anyone even cares about within this book is Dupe. And a CGC 98 for the newsstand sold for $350. Now, just to give you an idea what some of the directs go for, it's like $150. You know what I mean? So it gives you an idea just what the premium on this one is. We'll say $200, $150, call it whatever you want as a premium as opposed to the direct. But Dupe, let's talk Dupe, man, because recently there was some of the leaks. I don't know if you saw that. With the artwork for Avengers Doomsday, and Dupe was in the background within the bar scene within that leak. Yeah, so I some are debunking, some are saying it's fake, some are saying, yo, this might be it, whatever it is. If Dupe were to make it into the MCU, that would be absolutely hilarious. I think Dupe would be a great time within the MCU.
I wouldn't put it past them. No, we got Jeff the Land Shark, Now we got the Venom Mouse, And what about not Black Beauty? Black Beauty is Black Gooey,
Oh, love, bro. I'm so sorry, but it I just got a DM from Ben, who's in the chat, to Ben LaRouche. Shout out to Ben. He sent me a photo of that Sports Illustrated number one. It got worse than the diaper thing you were thinking about. It got way worse than that. You want to see? I'll show you right now, bro. I'll show you right now. It comes with the hat too. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. So sexy.
Nice.
Gotta love the 50s.
Full body suit.
Wow. But anyway,
at least it wasn't the one, the swimming suit that goes all the way to your ankles from the 1920s.
I don't know, man. They've got half of the ocean covering her body, so I don't know what's going on. But anyways, X-Force 116. All the love for Dupe, man. I really hope to see him play out within the MCU. It would be good times. But
Dupe with the carry on this one.
Yeah, the newsstand definitely carrying a little bit of a premium on this one because the CGC 98 just sold for $350. Guys, one of my favorite Scotty Young covers ever. You're looking at Darkstalkers issue number 6. For those of you that are not aware, Darkstalkers is a video game. Now, back in 2005, Scotty Young did this cover, and there's only 8 CGC 98s in total on that census. And the entire total grades, there's only 13. CGC 98 just sold for $350 US. Baker Shaker this week. I love this cover so damn much.
That's a nice cover. Probably rare, super rare.
Yeah. The chat's still going with the Sports Illustrated stuff. Dan Latorre is saying, "Yo, that was hot for the 50s, man."
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Dan.
Thanks.
You know, I got jokes for you, bro, but I won't do it, Dan. I won't do it. I love you, Dan. But yeah, man, Darkstalker is number 6. Love this cover, dude. Scotty Young. Look, it kind of feels like this is where he's starting to transition, but it's not the case. Like if you go
No.
back to some of this early Scotty Young stuff, like the Scotty Young early days are some amazing covers, some harder to find, and this being one of them. And this cover is just so badass, so sick. I love Scotty Young.
I love the Uzi.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone here in the chat has played Darkstalkers. That's a fun fucking game. Like it's badass. But yeah, man. Love this cover. Darkstalker is number 6. No, Steve, bro. I can't roast Dan. I love Dan. It's just not right. It's not right. I'm not doing that. But yeah, Darkstalker is number 6 from back in 2005. Covered by Scotty Young. CGC 98 to $350. All right, guys. We're going to talk about this. Jeffrey, I'm sorry. I know. Me too. I need that. Darkstalker is number 6. But The Last of Us. American Dreams, number 1. We're going back to 2013. This is by Dark Horse Comics, prequel to the game, and one of the big Last of Us books that everybody has been seeking out for quite some time. More so now, because a CGC 98 just sold for $1,200 Baker Shaker this week. And within the last episode, people lost their minds. Literally. I'm not spoiling it. I'm not going to say anything. But I played the video game. I knew what happened in that episode was coming. It was bound to happen.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, it happened. And let me tell you.
Or don't.
I still wasn't ready for it. Still wasn't ready. But yeah, man. Last of Us, dude. You know, it's crazy because Pedro Pascal is like literally everywhere. I think if he could probably hold 2 Infinity Gauntlets of the amount of IPs he's been in. So you know, whether it be Marvel, whether it be like The Last of Us, Star Wars, like we can go on forever, man. Pedro Pascal is literally everywhere.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yes. Fuck. But yeah, oh man, Dan gave me the green light to roast him. No, I won't do it. But yeah, man, the love for The Last of Us is clearly there. It's been a great ride, man, and I'm enjoying the show. But this comic, not many copies were printed on that first print. There's not many out there. So that obviously causes a little bit of a premium, but I think the love for the show is going to probably continue to drive this up. We'll see once the show comes to end. Will we see this die out a little, fade away in time? I don't know. Kind of, you know, it's not going to hit Walking Dead #1 level. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I'm thinking even like I'm saying, I got Dark Horse boxes. If I find this, I won't even want to sell this though. You know,
yeah.
It's fetching numbers, but I wouldn't even want to sell it. I think they did really good with the movie. I mean, with the series, not the movie, the series.
Yeah, everybody here who is a regular knows that I'm a video game comic collector. I love video game comics, and the one that I do not own is actually this particular comic. When I would love to, you know, display this, but it looks like it's going to cost me a pretty penny. So I'm holding out, but very impressive to see nonetheless that The Last of Us American Dreams #1 from 2013, Dark Horse Comics in a CGC 98 sold for $1,200. Guys, that was the market report. I'm happy to see that the chat is really enjoying the show.
Baker crushed it.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about this show. If they are or not, I like to think so. But The Last of Us, has been absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I'm also Linman looking for God of War #1. Well, so yeah,
God of War, Gears of War.
Yep. But all right, guys, we're getting very close to giveaway time. That's right. Brace yourselves. It's coming at any point within the next segment, and that segment being the hot topics. That's right. we're going to talk some hot shit. Love for comics for the last time tonight. Are you ready?
I was I was ready before you started the show.
Vamos! All right, guys. It is the Hot Topics. That's right, where we talk about some of the news and all that fun stuff that took place this week and some interesting things. Now, I am going to be honest, I kept it very light for you guys this week, just because I know you want some free stuff. I get it. But nonetheless, we are going to talk about some spicy things. One of those conversations might get carried away between myself and Love because it's spicy. It's not hot, it's spicy, and we're going to bring it to you. So, to kick it off with the first topic this week, you guys have seen me talk about this book a few weeks ago, and not hyping it up, but I think it's looking very promising. Now, of course, we're getting a new character within the Uncanny X-Men run called Mutina, and as you can see, this very horror-esque movie poster style cover that's going to be coming out looks absolutely amazing. The character looks absolutely scary, I guess you could say. But Gail Simone says that Mutina might increase demand for Uncanny X-Men issue 17. Now, she also suggests that the first appearance of Mutina might see comic book stores taking this one to a whole other level. So, recently, Marvel Comics pushed and promoted Uncanny X-Men 17, and that's when I spoke about it a few weeks ago. Of course, we have Luciano Vecchio, who's joining the title as the artist, but the first appearance of a new character, Mutina, with a certain 80s horror vibe, is that cover here that you see to the side. Now, Stronghold Collectibles of Acadiana asked, can you confirm if this is going to actually be her true first appearance and she doesn't cameo elsewhere type thing? Because we all know that that's what ends up happening. We get the cameo and then, we get that toss-up of first appearance debates and whatever. But Gail Simone actually replied saying that I totally get this concern, okay? The poster will appear in some backgrounds before her appearance. So we are going to see the poster.
I love that they did that.
Yeah, but she actually appears first in Uncanny X-Men 17. Now,
those are Easter eggs.
Yeah, to me, when I was reading some of this sit down with Gail Simone, they really hype this it kind of gives that Spider-Boy hype, right? Where it's one of those, you want to pick up issue 17, don't play around, right? Like, don't sleep on it, don't miss it. You want to pick this one up. I think, yeah. Sorry, comment just it broke me, but yeah, man, I think this is a very interesting character, man. I'm looking forward to this character making their debut within the Uncanny X-Men 17. I like the vibe, man. Love, what do you think of the vibe?
I love it. I love. We need another killer,
right? I want to see things taken to another level.
Yeah, I want to see more red bands.
Yes, more red band. You know what, bro? That Spider-Man Predator shit, that should have been a red band.
Yeah.
I read that the whole face thing was very. You read Joker, right?
Yeah.
Dude, very, very should have been red band. That's all I'm gonna say. But
Right.
I'll take it for what it was. It was really good. But yeah, man, I'm excited about Mutina. It's twice now that like I've seen articles just solely focusing on Mutina. He's seeing some of the talk that's coming out regarding Mutina. Again, it kind of gives that Spider-Boy hype. And by that, I'm sure you guys remember, like Slot was saying, guys, please don't sleep on that Spider-Man first appearance of Spider-Boy. Like, you're gonna want to pick that up. Kind of feel like Gail Simone's giving us that same vibe here when it comes to Mutina, right?
She has me wanting to go back to see where these posters are posted.
Yeah, well, I don't think we missed it yet.
Okay, yeah, keep an eye out for it then.
Yeah. Armin saying that he read it too. It's not that bad, just skinless people, not gory at all, but great read nonetheless. Yeah, but some of the stuff I was like, oh, okay. Had my kid pick that up off of the rack, he'd be like, Dad, what just happened?
He probably won't. He'll just turn into a serial killer.
Yeah, let's hope not. But yeah, man, it's looking promising. So I'm liking the Mutina stuff. So I'm keeping an eye out for that. I encourage everybody to possibly do the same, man. It's looking really cool. But all right, let's move on. Alliance Diamond, deal or no deal? No, no deal. It is a no deal, guys. So Alliance has completely pulled out of this purchase. So this is crazy. I know that everyone's been talking about it. I saw Brian McClay. I saw Swaggle Haas, people talking about this. This is big. This is big because Alliance was, you know, they won the bid. They won the bid. They were going to be picking it up. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, Diamond is where people shops order comics from. They're distributors, and they've gone bankrupt. There was the Chapter 11 filing, all of that jazz. Just to catch you up to speed, but just to give you guys a little bit of an idea here. Um, Hold on, let me close all these ads. Now, Alliance Entertainment cancels its purchase of Diamond Comics, right? So they're completely canceling it out. They canceled the bid. Universal Distribution and Ad Populum emerge as potential new owners of Diamond's assets. Now, if I'm not mistaken, like Alliance won with the highest bid, but it really looked like there was, I don't want to say like favoritism or whatever, but like I really thought the whole Universal distribution stuff, that was going to be completely
There
thrown.
was
You got Alliance that like came in heavy with the bid, and everything was going to fall through just fine. But it's not the case, man. We've seen this going back and forth for the last couple of weeks, months now, and with Alliance now stepping out, will these guys come back into play here? Universal distribution and Ad Populum. I have no idea, but it's not looking good, man. It's just getting messier and messier as we get through this, right? So,
yeah, there's I don't know. It just seems to be, I don't know. I feel like a seesaw, like and tug of war, but that tug of war is over. Um, Supposedly, Universal was getting a different deal than Alliance was getting. Like Alliance wasn't going to get Diamond UK, and Universal was, as part of their deals. So I think maybe, I don't know, that probably had something to do with it. Also, um, I also saw that supposedly Universal probably won't go through with it because people that were probably funding backed away, pulled their money back and was like, no, you know what, we're not, we're going to pull our funding for this project, for this acquisition. So they're saying that Universal doesn't have the money now to go ahead and buy Diamond.
yeah, I mean, Dan and Del Torre, I recall Dan in the chat even saying this is going to get way more messier, and it seems like that is the case. Derek's saying something that's pretty interesting and very possible too, is that Universal is probably going to come back in and be like, yeah, sure, we'll take it, but we're giving you like way less this time. Like here, we're offering 35. So that's something that could happen.
Part of the issue is that all that money that they're selling for, like half of it is going towards paying the debt, and the debt, like from January, it was like 31 million. Now it's 45 million in April. Now, like the debt, it just keeps ballooning the debt. So I don't know. That might be a factor too. They might be like, look, listen, this is a sinking ship. And that's probably maybe why Alliance pulled back, and then the investors, on the Universal side, where they were getting funding from, probably looked at it too, like, oh, this is a bad play, So I don't know. We're going to see more. We're going to see more drama behind this because it's not over. It's not like, we thought it was over when the judge was like, yep, Alliance has the go ahead. And then next thing you know, they pull out, after even suing them for, for being shady. They were suing Diamond for being shady, and then they got the go ahead to get to purchase it, and then now they're pulling out. And the crazy thing is, I mean, not the crazy, the thing is that they're private companies, so no information is being given to anybody about what's happening and why. This is all happening like between them. So
yeah, exactly. We don't know the full details, but yeah, man, it seems like the reasons.
Another thing too, I think Diamond wanted to change the way things were structured, and I think Alliance didn't want to make that change. Because I guess Diamond didn't want to continue to lose money, because this was a play to basically pay down their debt, basically. But yeah, I think the drama is going to continue. This drama is still happening for Diamond, and we may just, I don't know, we might just see Diamond just completely fold, because of the debt. The debt is tremendous, man, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. I don't know how long they can sustain that.
Exactly. But it is, again, something that just continues to get more and more interesting. Watching this story unfold, man, it seems like, we have one thing that's playing out, another thing ends up happening, and then you get a curveball this way, and then it's like, okay, we're back on track, and then we get another curveball. So I'm very, very intrigued to see how this Diamond situation is going to come to close. Um,
It's not
will
looking
they just will they just fold? Is the question.
it's not looking good. I mean, if we don't hear that Universal and Ad Populum purchased them, it's not going to look good for Diamond, because who's going to want them at that point?
Exactly. Exactly. But we'll see, man. Totally keeping an eye out on that one. All right. I told you guys I'd give you a bit of a spicy topic, and I want to have this conversation because love for comics was actually impacted by a scenario of such. So we're gonna make it general, although you're gonna see a specific name on here. I want to keep the conversation general, and you can obviously dive into what your experience was with the the place that you're gonna see on the slide. But Gabe over on, you know, Lords of the Long Box, somebody that I've gotten very close to since joining the Covrprice crew. He actually reached out to Comic Exposure because Dr. Yo-Yo was reaching out to Comic Exposure about an order that had happened back in the month of November. He placed that order, and up until even today, it never got fulfilled. He never got the order. Reaching out, no responses, no nothing. Gabe ends up putting a post up on social media, and obviously that draws some attention, and they immediately start to communicate with Gabe. Not even with Chris, Dr. Yo-Yo, who was the initial person who placed the order. It's actually Gabe that they're communicating all this with. Now, it's unfortunate that it took that. That Gabe had to make a post, and he was going back and forth, and then another post because they didn't even take care of things. They said they would look into it on Monday or on Tuesday or whatever, and then there was no follow-ups, no shit, no nothing. And then finally they said, hey, we refunded him, thank you, goodbye, and then they blocked him. Unfortunately, and like I said, I'm not just talking Comic Exposure. That was just a scenario that happened. That's just one story. But this is a story that seems relatively common throughout the hobby when it comes to certain shops or several shops, unfortunately, where customer service tends to be lacking, man. And that's one thing I've noticed throughout the hobby. I've dealt with various shops, some absolutely fucking asinine. And then you've got shops that are A1, and I don't say it because they're part of the channel, but dude, Comic Legion goes above and beyond, man. Like even for locals here, man. Like I know, I know the guys are even driving books to people without charge, bro. Like they're fucking going above and beyond, and eventually, I think some of that does come to to a halt because there's only so much volume of things that you can do, and obviously you start to hire people and do more things. For me, it kind of comes down to the customer service within the hobby. This is some of the shit I see oftentimes. I see people getting, you know, their orders not fulfilled. You know, we'll take even New York Comic Con. Okay, we're going back to the month of October. There's still people I know that are still waiting for fucking books from New York Comic Con to this day that still haven't gotten them. And like sometimes reaching out for follow ups, and you get absolutely nothing.
I think maybe they might be not as organized as they should be. My situation with them was, yeah, I was on their live stream, and I've purchased from them in the past. I've bought Scotty Young's from them. Like they would do a Scotty show dedicated to Scotty Young, and I would buy, a bunch of Scotty books, for me to resell, right? There was they did a drop for New York Comic Con, and they dropped a bunch of turtles with color splash, turtles, black and white covers, no color splash, and and I picked up a bunch, and what I think they did was, I think they were like, okay, yeah, we have one copy left. We have one copy left. Yeah, we have one copy left. And whatever. They oversold, and didn't have enough to fulfill the orders that they had taken.
Yeah.
But they decided to ship me my order, and they shorted me books. And I reached out to them, and they were okay. Can you confirm your address? I confirmed my address and everything, and then they ghosted me. They didn't block me or anything. They ghosted me. But then I said, you know what? Let me just contact Whatnot. I contact Whatnot. Whatnot gave me a refund, and then I blocked them because I don't want to stumble onto their stream and purchase something on accident. Because sometimes I'll just see something, I'll see a price, on auction, and I want to buy it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the reason why I blocked them. And they do exclusives. You know what I mean? So they're big guys. They pay a lot of money to drop their exclusives, and for them to treat people like that, that's it's just bad customer service.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this was your experience also with comic exposure. And like I said, my goal is not to drag their name through the mud. Shout out to Gabe for doing what he did for Chris, Dr. Yo-Yo, and Dr. Yo-Yo ended up getting his refund after months of trying to even get a response from these guys. How sad is that? But um, you know, again, this is something that you see throughout the hobby. Like, man, I've dealt with shops in the past that like you can place an order and then they'll hit you with like a pull list adjustment, or they're gonna hit you with like the most random stories coming regarding a book. I know shops that are so good in which I've now navigated to, and those are the only ones I'll do business with. Like sometimes I'll come across deals or exclusives that I want from certain vendors, and it's kind of like you put them on your own personal little blacklist, right? Just because you don't want to deal with that shit.
Right.
You've seen it time and time again. I've had personal experiences as such where that happens, right? And it's unfortunate because some of these are mostly the bigger ones, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I think you guys know what I'm referring to, but some of these services could be so poor, it kind of makes you resent even wanting to collect at certain points, because you feel like you're out of money, you feel like you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, like what the fuck.
I mean, look, that my experience happened on live auction. If this purchase happened on their website, um, there's some people that drop exclusives. Like there's one I don't want to say I do business with, but I purchased from them, but I know how they operate. So if I bought something that was on pre-sale and that was in my order, and I didn't realize that the release date on that was July, my whole order is going to be held back until the July comes out, and then they put it in, and then my order's ready to go. So I'll
Yeah.
be waiting for months for something. There's a retailer like that. I don't want to mention the name, but there's a retailer like that does that, and which is fine as long as as long as you know what their practice is, and if they're transparent about their shipping processes and stuff like that, then yeah, okay, you'll wait.
I
Um,
Yeah, no, go ahead.
but in this case, they didn't say, oh, hey, yeah, there was a book that was it was a pre-sale, that book's not here yet, so that's why we didn't ship out this order. They didn't say that, they just refunded them.
Yeah, like guys, I'll be honest with you. Okay, I don't do this as a full-time job. I don't. This is like what I'm doing to hang out with you guys on Sunday nights, Tuesday nights over at Covrprice, Thursday nights at Covrprice. Like, I do this for the sake of just hanging out, man, disconnecting, chilling, and talking with other people who love this hobby as much as I do, or want to just shoot the shit. That's really all I'm doing. And even myself, sometimes I can get messages in DMs where, look, to be honest, fully transparent, even on my actual Facebook, which yes, some people still use Facebook, guys. My family reaches out to me and I don't even answer back on DMs because I'm just horrible at it. That's just who I am. But I think as a shop, you have a responsibility, right? You have that responsibility, and customer service is very important in anything where you're providing a service. And I always ask myself the question, and I'm going to ask you the same question: as a buyer, as a customer, where does it end? Like, where's the line for us to say, like, hey, we've done so much on our end. Like, I purchased this book, I even followed up with you, and you're giving me nothing. what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, where does it come in? What's the point where we just shouldn't have to be doing these things? And I think that's the point. Is, you know, I've made my purchase. I've followed up with you. The least you could do is give me an answer, and a straight answer. Like, you know,
Right.
hey, we can't find the book. Give us X amount of time, or hey, you know, we're
Communication is
working on
everything.
it.
Communication is everything, man.
It is absolutely key. And again, I'm not using just Comic Legion. It could be Comic Nation. You deal with Comic Nation, right? You live in the States.
I love Comic Nation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is it's a customer
I
service.
never had an issue with them. They've gone above and beyond for me. And no, I don't say nothing bad about Comic Nation.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, see, look, Seven Magic. He always reaches out to me, and dude, I'm busy. You know what I mean? I work, dude. The second I get up, I'm already working, and then I'm getting my kids ready, and I'm doing all that
Seven
shit.
Magic, to get him to answer to you, you got to include a picture of Sydney Sweeney.
That's all it takes, bro. That's all it takes. Send me Sydney Sweeney photos. I'll be like, shit. Okay, now we're talking. But yeah, man. Like, you know, my routine is just nonstop. Like, fuck. I finish work at 5:01. I'm cooking. You know what I mean? I got the kids running around. They're punching each other in the head because they're 5 and 3. They're boys. They're wrestling. But yeah, man. And up until I put them to bed, I literally hop on this show at 9 p.m. I get down ready to go by 8:50 because that's when I'm putting my kids to sleep. Like 8:40 is when they're in bed, and I got like 10 minutes. Like if I gotta go take a piss, I gotta do it fast before showtime. You know what I mean? That's how crunch time it is. But as a shop, I don't think you should be having those types of excuses or anything. If this is your bread and butter, your 9 to 5, you know, I'm grinding outside of comics. Comics is your grind. There should be no reasons for it, and that's just my opinion. And I don't know, maybe you guys agree, disagree, but I'm going to use Comic Legion again as an example, a stand-up shop where customer service doesn't end. I could message them at 10 o'clock at night. I'm getting an answer. You know what I mean? Like, obviously they're not going to answer within the same minute, but they'll acknowledge and give you a response whenever they can. And other shops that do this, you know, kudos to you, because it is so important, man, especially when money's, you know, people's personal money's at stake here. And you know, sometimes I think people don't factor, like, some of us collectors are also, you know, sellers, right? We might be buying something and hoping to make a quick turnaround on it. Like, let's say, I don't know, man, let's say you picked up that Magic Marvel Rivals that exploded, right? Or you picked up Absolute Batman at FOC. You picked it up. You wanted to pick that up, send it into CGC for slabbing, make a quick buck, whatever it is, sell that shit, and they're not answering you for like 3 months. You lost potential.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I mean, look, as someone who sells on whatnot, I've like I'll do a show and then I'll try and pack things up because I want people to get their stuff. And then you'll see me here at 3 o'clock in the morning, falling asleep as I'm packing. Sometimes I make a mistake. Like I made a mistake one time that I sent this guy this book, and I sent this other guy the other guy's book. And one of the guys was cool about it, and the other guy like lost it. Why does this have to happen to me? And I had to basically calm the guy down, and don't worry, I got another copy. Yeah, but the guy that you gave the other copy to, that was a $3 book. I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was a ratio. Like, okay, now I feel better that we both got equal value books. So he ended up getting a free book. He ended up getting a free book, and the guy ended up coming back to my show and purchasing the book again, and I shipped it to him. But whatever, stuff happens. We're humans in the back. As long as you communicate with people and make things right, they'll come back to you and buy more stuff for you. Like,
yeah, for sure.
You win them over like that. You win them. Okay, this guy is willing to go to bat for me, and he backs up his stuff. Backs up his sale. I'm gonna do business with this guy because I want to do business with people like that.
For sure, guys. No shop is perfect. I know I'm putting Comic Legion on a bit of a pedestal here, but I'll be the first one to say it has happened in the past where I'll pick up my books and then I'll get home, go through them, and I'm like, oh shit! Like I'll hit up whoever, and then I'll be like, hey, this book is missing. It's like, no problem. I already got one on standby for you, or I'll order you another one. Don't worry. Like, that's taking care of your people. Like so there's the communication is key.
Let me chime in real quick on something that recently happened. You know what recently happened with me this past week, right? It's a horrible week, right?
Yeah.
Comic Nation, I reached out to them because we picked up a bunch of books for Free Comic Book Day, and what do you call? I ended up donating them to Bison Comics so that he can give them to the kids. And so basically now, instead of me getting the books and then shipping them off to Bison, now Comic Nation is shipping directly to Bison. And he facilitated all this for me. He took the weight off my shoulders. Like I'm forever grateful for the fact that he was able to work with me and to make that happen, because there's nothing that I want more than for Bison to get these books and hand them off to the kids in his community. So big shout out to Comic Nation for accommodating that, because they could have been other people and be like, sorry, I have to ship them where the order originated from. You know what I mean? They didn't have to go behind the scenes and make sure that we were good. And Bison, if you're watching, Wednesday, Thursday, you're gonna have some books. There may be some that are gonna come after, but it is what it is, with distribution these days and delays. So big shout out to Comic Nation for that. They definitely get a mega hug for accommodating and hooking us up.
Exactly, man. Well said, dude. And Foster saying it better than anybody could say it, man. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's pretty much simple. So that being said, I think myself as a buyer, bro, my commitment's done. Like I've made the purchase. I don't think we need to have any discussion after the fact. And if there are any issues, you should be reaching out to me, not me. Hey, what the fuck is going on, right? And unfortunately, I see that too often amongst buyers and shops. Whatnot sellers as well, man. I'm putting them in the mix because you're still responsible, man. You're on a platform selling books. Maybe it's not your main, bread and butter, like other whatnot or influencers or whatever you want to call them, but it is the base to any type of business. Just open communication. It's so sad to see people go through these things because it's just unnecessary. It's complete garbage. Just own it up, man. Own up to it. If you can't find it after fucking 2 weeks, refund the guy. Yeah, and be like, yo, if I find it, I'll hit you up and you can buy it again at the same price. Like, I don't know.
I've had that situation a couple times where I've misplaced a book, put it in a different box. But you know what I do? I tell them to cancel it, and I go ahead and I order the book for them and I drop ship it to them. And I pay for the shipping and I pay for the book. They just got a free book because of my error. And then a week later, I'll be like, oh, look at it right here. But hey, whatever, it is what it is. You shop you shop from me, and I don't have something that I've sold to you. You're gonna get your hands on it one way or the other, and your money back.
So there you go, man. But that's pretty much it, guys. Do better, shops. Just talk to your people. Don't keep them hanging. Don't ignore them. If you don't have time to respond, at least acknowledge the message. Hit them up and be like, hey, guys, we received your message. Expect me to get back to you within the next 24 hours with an update. You can do that. It's very simple. Just make sure you do. Make sure you do. But, all right, guys, that is the end of the show. We don't have time for a giveaway. Sorry about that. So have yourselves a great night.
April Fools.
Yeah, April Fools. But all right, no, let's get into it. I want to remind everybody, you are now being entered into a chance to win either this Transformers 13 CGC 99, which I consider the grand prize tonight because it is just a sick book. I want this so bad. So whoever gets this, I mean, hey, if you don't want to keep it, let me know. And of course, Love for Comics is also adding the Daredevil Whatnot pack to this giveaway tonight, where he's going to crack open one of these packs and give away one book to each person. So there's 3 books in the pack, 3 separate giveaways. You got 4 chances to win something tonight. Love, show me what you're wearing right now, please.
Prostate exams.
Here we go, baby. Bend your ass over.
Let's go. We'll make it happen. And hey, you know what? All right, prostate exam. I host a support group every first and third Wednesday of the month. If you or anyone you love is dealing with prostate cancer, send them my way. Send them to mancavehealth.org. Mancavehealth.org. First and Wednesday of the month. Support group on Zoom. They don't even have to show their face. They don't have to turn on the mic. They can be a fly on the wall. They can listen to everyone else talk and then decide for themselves if they want to continue and get help. and basically get support for what they're going through, because there's not many places where they can get this type of support, and we're one of the places that you can. So make sure they visit mancavehealth.org or send me a DM, hit me up on IG, hit me up on whatnot. I'm more than willing to talk, basically walk you off a cliff. So you should let me know. All right. But yeah, we're going to give away Daredevil packs.
There you go. Fuck, a fresh one. Nice and fresh. I'll give you the big screen. You take the full screen tonight.
Saving it for you guys.
Let's see what we get within this amazing pack, dude. I think I honestly, if you get a D'Onofrio signature, I'm gonna freak.
Oh, that's gonna be nuts.
Yeah. Do we want to show people what is in these packs, or?
Yeah, we could do that. You got Phil Noto and Daredevil #1 facsimile. Then you got Daredevil #11 by Malif. And then you have oh, you can't really see. That's the thing. It's hard to see.
That David Mack.
The David Mack. I love the cuffs. They're dollar bills.
Yeah. So good.
And then you got John Jang. And then you have Mike Hawthorne.
You know what?
There's gold, there's prisms, there's 50 autographs, there's 10 Vincent D'Onofrio autographs, and yeah, there's trading versions in these guys.
You know what, love? Here, while you're doing that, maybe we can check out the Whatnot video. I don't know if you guys see this right now, but you can see the type of books that are in this. So yeah, man, as he was saying, within the packs, you're gonna see there's tons of great things, some amazing variants, as you can see right there. So limited to 900. The silver foil prism foils are limited to 600. You've got the rare gold foils limited to 300, and then you got artist signed foils limited to 50. So you just heard him talk about some of those packs. The limited to 5 are the sketches, and limited to 10 the Vincent D'Onofrio signed covers. So that's like I said, the D'Onofrio for me is the winner. I know some others think otherwise.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Let's do this, baby. He's ready.
All right. You want to do the first one? Let's do hashtag April giveaway.
All right. So guys, in the chat, just do me a favor. Hashtag April giveaway. Just write hashtag April giveaway. And we're going to start collecting some of those hashtags. So you will be entered for a chance to win one of the 3 books here tonight in this pack. So I'm going to put that in as well. Hashtag April giveaway. It's one word. Don't forget the hashtag, guys. Very important, or else it will not count.
No spaces.
Yeah, please, no spaces. I'll even put it up on the screen so you guys can see how we're doing it. There you go. All right, get that go. Oh, we're pulling the first book.
John Jang. John Jang trade.
That's dope. I like that.
He's going to be at Fan Expo next month. Dallas Fan Expo.
All right, so the hashtags are pouring in. I see all the hashtag April giveaways coming in. So, guys, just so you know, if you do it twice, it only counts as once. Okay. Now for this pack, I'm gonna put, like, we'll do the draw, but I'm gonna put that, like, once you win, you win. So you can't win the next book. All right, just
right, so if you want to save your luck for the 9.9, you may want to hold off.
Yeah. Well, the 9.9 we could do separate. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, okay. That sounds good, actually.
Yeah. It's just for the pack to make it fair for everybody.
Right. Say no more.
All right, so they're still coming in. We're not going to draw right away, but hold up. Let me queue up some of the fun stuff over here, because when we have a winner, well, we're going to have fun. All right. I think we've got right now 49 entries. So we are going to do the draw. I will share my screen.
You want to do the draw for the Jang?
Yes, sir. So we're going to do that in 2 seconds. Let me just pull up the giveaway tool. You guys see it there? We're good. All right, we got 49. I'm going to draw right now for the Jang. Best of luck to everybody. And I don't have my drumsticks, so I can't give you a drum roll, but good luck. Let's see who's taking home the John Jiang. First one's going to Bison. Look at that. Yo, congrats, Bison, man. That's
Damn,
an
Bison,
amazing.
I gotta rip your order open and add this book.
Hey, let's celebrate the proper way. Congrats, Bison.
$2 you win, Ali.
There you go. So congratulations to Bison. Yeah, we got the sirens and everything tonight, man. Love it.
Nice, Bison.
All right. No, I don't want to.
I should have waited to pack your order, Bison.
All right.
You ready for the second book?
Yep. Let's
Second book is David Mack, Virgin, with Mr. Mayor Fisk.
Yo, I love that. I love that cover so much, man. I think Mac did a great job on that one.
I look at the dollar bills, man.
Yeah. On the wrist.
On the wrist. I want that.
Yeah.
I want a shirt like that.
Same, bro. All right, so we're gonna continue with the hashtag April giveaway, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so hashtag April giveaway. All right, so guys, if you can, just hashtag the April giveaway once again, just so I want to make sure it's collecting everybody. Go for it. All right, so that's good. We're all set up, good to go. Letting the chat do this.
Or Bison, you want me to hold it for you, so I can submit it for a SIG and SIG series?
You would do that?
Yeah, I would do that.
All right. So, guys, Bison, you heard him. If you want him to do it, let him know. But all right. We got 48 entries because we had 49 before. Just wanted to make sure we're good. I think everybody had a chance to do one more shot at getting their hashtag in. So I'm going to just share the screen once again. And let's roll this one more time. Let's see who wins this one. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Oh, we got a 49th pop in. Not bad. And the winner for the Kingpin is Maestro. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Maestro.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you're Maestro. I don't know if you guys are friends with Love for Comics over on Instagram. If you're not, please go follow him. Check him out. And hit him up, man. Give him your address so he can get the books over to you. Well, the book over to you, and you also get this.
$2 you win, Ali.
All right. So we've got one more book to pull, man. I want to see what is that last book, bro.
All right, this is the big one. This is the big one now.
I'm nervous, man. It's not even for me, and I'm nervous.
Oh man, I pulled an Alex Maleev signature. First appearance of Muse.
That's crazy.
All right,
here we go. What do we got?
You know what? I'm gonna turn it around.
Yeah, he wants to see it first. He wants to see it first.
Exactly. Hold on.
Yo, you're killing me with the suspense, bro.
Hey, this is what you get. Okay.
Oh shit.
Why you said oh shit?
I don't know. It looks foily from here, bro.
It is a foil. Silver foil, David Mack.
Nice.
Mayor Fisk. No SIG. The gold comes with the signature.
So the silvers were limited, right? To the
the silvers are limited.
What was it again? It was limited to like 400.
I don't remember. It's on the little car. It's actually here. Where are my glasses at? Oh, they're right here.
Damn, that's a sick cover, dude. David Mack killed it. I absolutely love these covers.
Okay, Trade Virgin.
Limited to 900 silver.
Okay, there you go. Foster knows.
There you go. But all right, man, we're gonna draw this one as well now. So the last winner was Maestro. So we're gonna draw this again one more time. Let me just check. I want to see how many we've got. Hold up. So we're currently at 49 entries again. So one new member popped in. I put no double winners. So we're gonna draw it. You guys, you have a chance at this silver foil, amazing David Mack Kingpin cover. We're gonna roll this right now. Let's see who's taking home the amazing Kingpin cover. And it is going to. What can I say? There you
Can
go.
I say?
There you go, Mister. What can I say? Well, oh shit, we lost. We lost love for comics. Where'd he go? He's gone. There's no more giveaways, guys. He disappeared. But yeah, we'll wait for him to come back. But yeah, man, congratulations. That was amazing. Yeah, what can I say? Congrats. So I'm hoping there he goes. He's back. He's
Oops.
back. It's all good. It's all good. We gotta do it again though.
You win, Ali.
All right.
So hit me up on Instagram if you can, or DM me on Whatnot if you're whatnotting.
Yeah, you have both platforms. His Instagram is also in the description of this video. So if you won the giveaway, please go follow him on Instagram. Show him some love. Show him you are a subscriber to this channel. So what you need to do, all three of you who won, print screen, show that you're subscribed. And if you are a subscriber, well, then you absolutely get the book. All right, there you go. All right,
Oh, there we go.
love. We're going for the big one now.
Yep.
This is the one. This is the one that's gonna make me jelly.
Can I enter it?
I know I'm not gonna enter in my own show, man. But
I said, can I enter it?
yeah, you should. We're gonna come up with a new hashtag for this one.
Yes.
Simply because I want everybody to have the opportunity to win this as well. So I'll let you pick it. Let me take this one out and tell me.
Roll out.
Roll out. So there you go, man. Hashtag roll out is what we're going to be rolling with for the hashtag to win this amazing 99. Oh,
you see my huge screen.
It's okay, man. So yeah, you got one of those curved screens, bro?
I got two of them.
Yeah. Rolling for real, man. Look at that. I love that book. Oh, dude. You told me you have the Optimus Prime one as well, eh? Oh, so good. So good.
Yeah, there's conditions on this book that we set in Telegram. So,
yep. Love this.
Hold on, let me change comments. There we go.
So the hashtags are being collected. We are good on that end. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds to get your entries in with the hashtag rollout. Now, don't forget what I said, guys. Either you can DM Love for Comics. His Instagram handle is in the description of this video. So hit him up, give him a follow if you're not already following him. Show him some love because the guy's full of it. As you can see, he's got nothing but love. And it's literally in his name. Or if not, if you're following me over on Instagram, hit me up. You could share your address with me. I'll share it with him. And I'll make sure that, we'll make sure you guys get this book in a timely fashion. And don't forget, whether it's myself or Love for Comics, just print screen, show them that you're subscribed to the channel. And I highly encourage you all to check him out on Whatnot because I tune in from time to time, man. I just go to hang out and it's always a good time, man. He's one of the most supportive guys, nicest guys, and always selling some amazing books. So if you guys are into picking up some cool books, man, and he's always full of giveaways for some reason, bro.
Yes, it's because you tune into actually, I do one show a week unless it's like a charity stream or something. But I do a show on Thursday where I do 21 buyer appreciation giveaways, and I open up to international. So if you make a purchase, hang out. It's a 2-hour show, and then after that, it's half an hour of back-to-back buyer appreciation giveaways. I give away slabs, I give away sets, I give away signed books, I give away exclusives. And if we get to 20 buyer appreciation giveaways, I open up one called the Buyer's Banger, and I give you everything with that book. I'll give you a slab of Virgin and Trade set. I'll give you a signed book, and I'll throw exclusives in there too. So yeah, that's what the Thursday show is.
Yeah, man. Nothing but good times over there. Like I said, I go in to hang out. That's pretty much all I do. But often times I'm tempted to buy, man. But yeah, I just might, bro. I just might. We might have to talk. We might have to talk about a certain slum.
Look, listen, just buy one book that you like and hang out,
Yeah,
and you're gonna have a bunch of opportunities to, be able to win a slab,
for sure, man. For
or
sure.
like the slabs are cool, but sometimes the signed books are worth even more.
Yeah.
Sometimes the trade and virgin sets are worth even more because like the virgins could be a ratio. So yeah,
Yep.
no, it's definitely some good prizes, man. I wish I could find a show like mine just so
Yeah.
I could be a part of it.
Yeah, man. Guys, do it for him. Make him, make some fun shows so that where he can attend and win some free shit. But all right, guys,
Hey, I,
53.
I like to gamble.
There you go. 53 entries. We're about to roll it out for the big prize tonight, which is the CGC 99 of the Transformers 13.
Comic Nation, you better join.
Yeah, everybody should be joining right now. Absolutely everybody. So there you have it. But all right, 54 entries are in. I'm gonna roll it in 3, 2, 1. Best of luck, guys. This is the big giveaway for tonight. And it is going to. Ooh. Yo, 7 magic.
Yo,
No fucking way.
7
That's amazing.
magic.
Congrats, bro.
You win, Ali.
I think he even commented like time to win me a prize or something like earlier.
Send Lando a screenshot of Sydney Sweeney with your address, and we will get this out to you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'll make sure to answer that. So don't worry about it. Hit me up and we'll make sure it comes your way, man. Dude, love for comics, bro. You are a gem. Thank you so much for even doing this. You didn't even have to do this, man.
No,
Not like
I wanted to, man. I wanted to. And look, listen, Black Crown Comics is nearing episode 100. That's gonna be a big one.
yes, a very big one. There's a lot of stuff in store for episode 100, so I hope you guys buckle up. From now till then, we're in for a ride, guys. We're getting very close to the milestone, and I only hope that we can take this channel to new levels. And who knows, man? Some things down the pipeline. We shall see. We shall see. But love for comics, brother. I appreciate you so much for coming to hang out again. It's twice you come on. It's twice you do giveaways. I think we need to give back to you, and that time is going to come very soon.
Don't worry about me.
I'm always worried. I'm
I,
always worried.
I have enough.
You think? You think?
I have enough stuff.
Dude, I'm sitting on
Look,
boxes.
listen, just you guys being here, you guys are legends to me. You know what I mean?
Likewise.
Always the usual suspects in the chat, which is great, and it's the reason why I'm here every Sunday night at 9:00. You won't catch me anywhere else.
Appreciate you, man, and I appreciate all the chat for showing up tonight, man. There was 80 of you strong at some points within the show, so really means a lot, man. Like I said, we're getting close to episode 100, so hang tight because we're planning some big things. And by we, there's a lot of people here that have hand in and play a big part in the show. Love for Comics being one of them. You got Michael Baker being another. You got Lefteros. You got Covrprice doing their stuff. You got Comic Legion. You got Comic Nation. We're supported and surrounded by great people, and this entire chat is nothing but great times, man. I love you guys. Seriously, thank you for showing up every single Sunday. Whether there's a hockey game on, a football game on, you're always here and you're always ready to rock it. So appreciate you guys. Love for comics, brother. It goes without saying, I love you. I appreciate you big time. Guys, don't forget this Tuesday, top 10 over at Covrprice. I'll be there with Laura and Marty bringing you guys the top 10. Thursday nights, the Shakers. We shall see if I'll be there. I'm just giving you a heads up. I might miss. Thunderbolts comes out Thursday, guys. So
honorable mention. I think, guys, if you guys are following Covrprice, check out their show on Monday. The president,
yes, comics cover.
The president from CGC is going to be on that show.
Yep,
and they have a giveaway too. They have sick C2E2 giveaway. You guys want to definitely join. And yeah.
You know what? I never take part in any of the goddamn giveaways on anybody's channels because I don't like being that guy. I don't want to do that. But for Covrprice, their show Monday, the C2E2, they're giving away the John Tyler Christopher MJ in the bathing suit. So I wanted that so bad, so I'm definitely gonna try to.
It's a hot book, man. It's in the top 10 too. So
yeah, definitely gonna try to scoop that up. But guys, we appreciate you. We hope you had fun. Congratulations to all the winners. There's no break next week. I will be back on Sunday with episode 90. So have yourselves a great week, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.